Okay, so we've got a question from Jeffrey. His question is that kind of what actually you alluded to earlier is that you've played a lot of positions, like growing up
Right.
and in college. But so if you weren't a running back, which position would you have kind of chosen, or do you think you'd be the most successful at?
Well, I played corner, I played wide receiver, and I played running back. I could have probably, because what people don't realize is that most guys come to college nowadays, they get recruited as running backs and wide receivers. They don't do anything else for the most part. Me, when I got drafted, when I sat down and talked to coach to Jim Finks, he was the general manager at the time. He was saying, "Well, we know you can run, you can do all these different things. Now, where would you prefer playing? What position?" And he said, "You want to play corner? You want to play wide receiver? You want to play running back?" And I just thought about it, and I said, "Well, look, I like touching the ball, so hey, why not running back?" Because I figured if I couldn't do it there, I knew I could play the other positions for sure.
Yeah.
And so I chose running back, and probably the only player chosen in the first. I was the 12th player picked in the draft, and I'm here to say that I don't think there's been another player drafted that could have chosen another position to play when he went to that team, because most teams draft you for a need. Yep. And so that doesn't really happen. But I don't think there's been many that been drafted and then they come to ask you, "Oh, where do you want to play?" Yeah. My opinion, I could have played them all.
No, that's really interesting. What's also kind of nice too is obviously with you being and Jerry Burns and the old Vikings kind of being the foundation to kind of what we know as the West Coast offense, a lot of throwing to running backs or whatever. So I think it's awesome that you got to kind of, mix that into there and kind of create something that really hadn't been done too much prior to that.
Well, back in my time, they called it the West Coast offense, but it's really the purple offense. That was what we called it. And, I was told when they came to me and they told me what they wanted to do, they were saying to me, "Well, when we implement this offense, you're definitely going to be the best. Unfortunately, you're not going to be recognized as the best because the things that you're going to be recognized for just your running, not your receiving yards." And see, people don't realize I'm a fullback. I didn't play two back or the running back position. I'm a fullback position. I ran it, blocked, catch, and did all that. And that kind of changed the way fullback position play because they don't play it. I don't know of any fullback that's done it that way. But right, but but everybody, "Oh, Chuck Foreman run." No, man, I was fullback. I got the short yards, I went for the long yards, I caught the ball, I did it all.
Oh, good point.
So, but I was already told that I wouldn't be recognized because all they look at is, "Oh, how many yards from scrimmage do you run?" But back in, when I got in the league, it was a run dominating league at the time. And so that's why I've been shortchanged.
Yeah.